Hello, beautiful people. It's your favorite encourager here, back with another video. And I just wanted to lift you up today regarding the promises that God has made you. And when it comes to a promise that God has made you, it is very important that you respond to the promise. And the best response to a promise that God has made you is actively working with God to prepare for that. For example, when a student is graduating college, you know that the end goal of graduating college is the certificate, that you have a degree. But when you go to college, you cannot just stay at day one and think you'll get to day however long it takes you to graduate. Years later, staying in the same position it took you, the same position that you started in. For example, you have to actively go to your classes. You have to actively do homework. You have to actively participate in what that end goal is, right? And so it's even more important than school that when God says, my daughter, I desire for you to have said life, and you respond and say, God, I want said life too. And what do I have to do that? And the most simplest thing to do is to focus on Him. God said that you would have this lifestyle, you would have this particular thing. And the best way to honor what God has said and to be a good steward over that thing is to prepare with Him. For example, in the Bible, there's a story about a young lady named Esther, and there is a king who is now looking for a queen, and she is preparing, child. She is preparing for one whole year to even go on a date with him, basically, to even be considered. She has to prepare. And in that preparation, there's things that she started to do. There's things she stopped doing. There's ways that she just prepared herself. She didn't focus on that one date. She focused on a lifestyle of preparation. And so I just want to encourage you today that just prepare with God. God said that you would have this. Do what it requires. For me, when the promise of being a wife came along, your girl was already serving. She was already worshiping. She was already reading the Bible. She was just already preparing. And when it came time for that introduction to my husband, I was already in a posture of serving God, worshiping God, and God literally prepared me. As God prepared me for Himself, like I was one with God, intimate with God, I was being prepared for God. It was also a preparation for my husband. And so I just want to encourage you that whatever the promise is, a successful business, more, whatever it is God has said to you that you can have, just know that you can have it as long as you respond to it. If you don't respond, then it'll just be in passing. You will be waiting for a long time because you have to respond. So respond, child. Respond today. Don't wait another day. God said this for you. Prepare, because you don't want to get the promise and you don't want to get the promise and mishandle it. Okay, don't mishandle what God has given to you. Go through the process. Be prepared, because God loves you. And so I'll just end on that note that God loves you. He sees you. He hears you. He's with you. He ain't forgot about you. He won't forget about you, baby. How could He forget about His kid? He loves you. Okay. That's all I have to say for today. I pray God blesses your heart. I pray that you feel encouraged and strengthened, and that you know someone is rooting for you all the time. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.